Hey guys, techmadeezy, and thank you so much for clicking on our video today. Well, Brooklyn and I are hanging out in the backyard, and we picked up the latest and greatest Solo Stove YUKON 2.0. Now guys, this is the largest smokeless fire pit that they actually make. And we picked up a ton of the accessories as well. In this video, what we're going to be doing is showing you each of the accessories we got, many of them, by the way. We'll also show you some that we don't have. We're going to be doing a comparison of the Ranger, the Bonfire, and the Yukon, so you can see the measurements, the weight, and the cost. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and show you how we start a fire. All right, just in case you're thinking of getting one of these smokeless fire pits. And afterwards, we'll see how smokeless it is. Right, Brooklyn? So guys, why don't we go ahead and get this party started? Hi, it's Al from techmadeezy with a real quick message. I just want to let you know the video you're about to watch is not sponsored. We went out and bought the products ourselves. So, if you like our video, please give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps. Share our video. And lastly, we hope you subscribe to our channel and become a part of the family. Thank you. All right, so let's take a close look at the YUKON 2.0. So first off, you do get this rim. And when you receive it in the box, it's going to ship this way. But be aware, it's not made to be used that way. When you're ready and you're going to use it, it needs to be upright. It works in combination with the holes that really create that smokeless experience, right? You got them here, and you've actually got them on the bottom, okay? Now, it also comes with a removable base plate and ash pan, all right? So here's the base plate right here. All right, very heavy, very thick, you know, okay? And then there is the ash pan, and this makes it a whole lot easier. And this is why it's called 2.0. They didn't have this in the original, you know, Ranger, Bonfire, and Yukon. So be aware, you want the 2.0. And this basically comes out, you know, at the end, after everything's cooled down, and you're going to pour, you know, your ashes into a garbage can, etc. But as you can see here, there's still air coming up from down here, all right? And is that whole, you know, smokeless experience, and really how they make this so efficient, which is really, really cool. So as far as dimensions and information, give me a second, I'll go ahead and give you some of that info. So let me give you some measurements, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a slide so you can compare the MESA, which is that small one, all the way from the Ranger, the Bonfire, and the Yukon. Okay, so the YUKON 2.0 sells for $750, and this thing is 17 inches high and a diameter of 27 inches round. Okay, this thing weighs 41.6 pounds. Now, let me go ahead and bring up a slide and show you a comparison real quick, and then we're going to get into the accessories. So here's the slide, and you could see here on the MESA, all the way to the left side, right? This little tiny guy comes in multiple colors. I'll show you that next. But that goes for about $105, and you could see the measurements down below. This thing only weighs 1.4 pounds. Next to that is the Ranger. Now, we had the Ranger recently. We purchased it. And we had such a ball with it that I decided to sell it and actually buy the Yukon. Now the Ranger 2.0, right, is $299, weighs 15 pounds. Then you've got the Bonfire 2.0. That's $399, and that's 23.3 pounds. And of course the Yukon, again, 2.0, $749 and 41.6 pounds. Now let's take a look at some of the colors on the MESA real quick, and then I'm going to show you a MESA so you could see the size comparison of a MESA versus a Yukon. But you could see here, and we'll put links in the description, guys, but I'm also going to promote Solo Stove's website because they do have some good sales prices. But as you could see, all these different colors: stainless, mulberry, bone, deep olive, ash, and water. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the MESAs real quick. All right, Well, the birds are out, and look at this. It comes in a carry bag. Again, this is great for maybe a patio table or something, but look at this for a minute. Let me pull this out and show you. I got that deep olive, by the way. And, I mean, look at that comparison of size, first of all. I'll show you what's included, too, because you can use wood, or you can use wood pellets. So that's something that's really cool about this one here. So, again, it comes with that little lid, right, that needs to be put that way. It actually has, this is for the pellets. So if you're going to use pellets, you're going to put this on the bottom. If you're not going to use pellets, you're not going to put it on the bottom. Okay. You've got your legs. So this is actually the stand that you can actually put, you know, so you can raise the mesa off of the ground. You just take that and boom, you now have a little stand. And as you can see here, really simple, that smokeless, you know, design that they have. You can put wood, and you can rock and roll, and it lets the air, you know, pretty much rotate and becomes pretty effective. You know, it does say solo stove, but this is that deep olive, okay? And I just wanted to show you that because, I mean, look at the comparison of these two guys, right? And so, quick look at the Mesa. And again, it does come in those additional colors. So, yep, let's continue on with this review. So again, $749. We're going to continue on now with the accessories. Again, this comes with it, right? The removable base plate and the ash pan. That is it. That's all you get. But I'll be honest with you, you know, you might want to check out Solo Stove's website. I'm not an affiliate, but to be honest with you, you're going to save probably a whole lot more money because they do run sales. And we'll put links in the description, you know, our Amazon links because we're an affiliate. And that's one way you can support the channel at no additional cost to you. But I want you to save, and I want you to get good information. And later on, I'll show you something. And the reason why we went with the Yukon, I mean, the way you could just throw wood in here, you don't have to worry about cutting the wood. This thing is big enough to support some large pieces of wood. We're going to show you that later on. How do we start the fire? And then we're going to show you it burning real well. It might be a little dark by then, but let's check out some of the accessories. All right, our first accessory is actually called the lid. Now, again, they make these for all of the models except the Mesa, all right? And it's $159. Let me pull up a slide so you can see what that looks like. And as you can see, it says the lid provides all-purpose utility to your Yukon, contain your leftover ashes and embers, you know, safeguard. And then the other thing is you can use it as a tabletop when it's actually cool. Let me show you what that looks like. So guys, this is it. Now this is heavy and it's made of some thick steel. All right, again, it sells for $159. But what you want to do is when you got your Yukon shipped to you, or your Bonfire or your Ranger, just take this, turn it inside out, or take it off. You can remove it too, right? And basically you just take this and put it on top. It fits perfectly and it'll act, like I said, like a nice tabletop, which is pretty cool. Again, real thick steel. Let's check out our next accessory. So the next accessory might be something you might have to get. All right, as you can see, we've got the Yukon on a concrete patio. But let me bring up a slide and show you. So it's $99. It's called the stand. And basically they say the stand gives you the power to use your Yukon or Ranger or Bonfire on most heat-sensitive surfaces. You know, and that's the key thing, right? So if you have a wood patio deck or anything like that, you're probably going to want this stand to prevent potential, you know, damage, etc. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at that. So there's the stand right there. And it's simply, you just take the Yukon, lift it up, and put it on top. Let me do that real quick and show you. So there it goes, right? It's on the bottom and it lifts it up high enough, allowing more air rotation, as you can see. And that is the stand accessory. All right, the next accessory is called the shield. Let me bring up a slide real quick, and you'll see here the shield for the Yukon sells for $269. It does cost less for the Ranger and the Bonfire. And what's cool about this accessory is it keeps pops and embers from escaping. Okay, as you can see there, they give you the removal tools on the bottom. I'll show you how that works, okay, because I'm going to show you. Now, what's cool about this piece here is it actually works with the sticks, which is another accessory. We'll show you in a moment. I'll show you it right after. But let me go ahead and show you the shield. All right, so there's the shield. And again, you're just going to remove this piece here, right here on the top. Just remove it. Okay. Let me try to zoom out more. And this is not that heavy, okay? It is 2 pieces, and while it's not hot, you can lift it. Now that's why you have the removal tools, because when it's hot, you're going to want to use those removal tools. So again, right, those pops and embers are going to now kind of get filtered for the most part. That's what this is made for. And so, you know, while you got your fire, you know, and maybe you want this on, maybe you want to take this top piece off because you got to reload wood. That's why you got these guys. All you do is really just go here, because it's going to be hot when you're doing this, right? And you take this off and you put this down somewhere. So nice accessory, but now let me show you the sticks and how they work. So here's the slide with the stove sticks, they call them. They sell for $99. They come in a nice little carry case. And basically, these are really nice because if you're toasting marshmallows, making hot dogs or sausage, they say they're pro-grade tools for fire-roasted food, which is cool. So let's go ahead and check this out. So here you go. You get a nice case. And we'll just unwrap this real quick. And you get, looks like 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken. No, you get, all right, you get 4 of them. And what they do is it looks like they actually are long to keep you away from the fire. But look at that. Is that nice? They seem pretty solid. So let me put 1 or 2 together and show you how they work in combination with the other accessory I was talking about. The carry case looks like it's made of a really thick material that should last. Okay, and basically, look, I'll put the measurement up on the screen here on the left side. But let me show you how it works. So this is the shield, remember? So if you do get the shield, you get these little resting spots. So you can actually put your hot dog or your sausage or whatever you're cooking on the shield. And, you know, you don't have to hold it, right? Oh, my hand's getting tired. So pretty cool, huh? And you get 4 of them with that accessories. That's pretty nice. All right, so you bought your fire pit, right? You got wood burning in here, right? You need to add more wood, and you need to maybe move wood around. How do you do that without getting yourself all burnt up? Well, let me bring up a slide and show you. So here you go. You've got tools, right? This is an angled poker and a log grabber. They're $99 for the set, and you get both. They're supposed to be made very well. And yeah, they're just made to, you know, whether you got to poke and move wood around, or you have to actually grab a log, put it in, or take it out. Well, you're probably not going to take one out, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at these. So there they are, the poker and the log grabber. And you can see here, this is the Bonfire. So these are really long. I'll put a measurement up in the left-hand corner so you can see how long they are. So that actually helps your safety, okay? But here's the poker, and it is protected with a little cover. And you just take this off, all right? And looks kind of sharp, to be honest. It doesn't feel too sharp, actually. But it's got a little groove. Put that back in there. And put that aside. But that you get a poker. And then you get a log grabber. And so that's how you stay safe, right? If I've got to put more wood in, or I have to move some things around, you can actually grab and move things around without actually putting your hand there where it shouldn't be. All right? So that's pretty nice. Those 2 tools, pretty nice set. So the next question is, that's 41 pounds, the Yukon, right? And, you know, after it's all cooled down, how do you move that around, right? You grab it from both sides? Well, guess what? They made a handle. Let me show you that. So as you can see, the handle sells for $49 for the Yukon, and they kind of designed it in a cool way. Now, I don't have the Yukon handle. I've got the Bonfire handle. They sent me that one by mistake. Let me go ahead and show you that so you can see what it looks like. And as you can see from the image, by the way, how it goes inside the unit. All right? Well, let me show you one. So there's a handle, okay? And it looks like one side goes in the inside, and then the other goes into one of the holes. and then you just lift it up, you know, so that's pretty cool. You know, a nice little invention. They put this on here for you for later on. But as you can see, this is the Bonfire model, not the Yukon model, so it won't do the job in here. All right, but you would basically plug that into one of those holes right there where the flames come out of. And that is the handle. The next accessory is actually called a shelter. It's actually a cover. So, you know, you're going to leave this in your backyard, right? But you don't want rain or anything to get inside. Maybe you're not going to clean it out because you just got to get inside and get to bed. You know, you had a late night fire. So after it's all cooled off, you can then put the shelter cover on. Let me bring up that so you could see it. So I have one to show you, but again, $99, okay? And yeah, this will go right over it. The material is listed on the bottom right side, okay, just so you'll know what the material is. And let's take a look at it on. So there it goes. There's the shelter. And, you know, as you can see, there's a little bit exposed on the bottom. Actually, your breathing holes for the most part, but sits right on, real nice. And those metal pieces actually kind of clip in to the edge here. So they, you know, it actually won't sink in or anything like that. So that's a nice accessory. And again, one of them that I'd probably highly recommend. Another accessory I really like, and honestly it's not available until January, it looks like. This is called the Surround, okay? And the Surround is $449 for the smaller models, $499 for the Yukon. And, you know, as you can see here, you know, let's say you have pets and you don't want them to get too close to the fire pit. Not only will it protect the pets a little bit, right? But you could see there, you get a little rim. You can put a coffee mug on, stuff like that. So pretty nice piece. Now I'll bring up another slide. They also make a cover for the Surround that you're probably going to want to get. If you get this Surround, you're probably not going to want this to sit around. So it does have its own cover. Let's bring that up. So one of the challenges with a fire pit like this is all the heat goes to the top. And as you sit around, you would love to get some of that heat coming back. Well, guess what? They made an accessory called a heat deflector. Let's check this out. All right, so I've got a slide on the screen, and as you can see, the heat deflector is made for the Ranger, the Bonfire, and the Yukon. It's $299 for the Yukon. Again, we'll put links in the description, but I'm going to put this on, but I'm going to show it to you for a minute because it's a really nice accessory to have. So there it is. It's a heat deflector, and the legs are packed separately because they do come off, and then you can put this away. It's actually, you know, just a little device that goes on top. And yeah, I'm going to be using it tonight because we're going to have a little get-together. But let's take the legs out, and I'll just show you how one of them goes on. So you've got 3 legs to put on. Once you click this into place on the bottom, all you're going to do now is really look for those 2 grooves that are there. Take a clip, place it on top, and then it'll actually just lock into place. It's actually a nice little system. They are removable, so that's how it goes on. I'll go ahead and finish the rest, show you the finished product. All right, so we got the heat deflector put together, and it's got these, you know, pieces here that lock each of the leg and can be removed later. All right, and the key thing is you want to take off this rim here because you're not going to need it. Obviously, you need to put the heat deflector on. And give me a second. Let me put it on, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's the heat deflector, and it's on, right? And so it's supposed to deflect heat, right? So that's the key thing there. It's not a cheap accessory. Now, I will tell you, you're supposed to put this on when it's hot and you already have a flame going. So you're going to need gloves. We'll try to put those in the description for you. They're specific gloves that you would need. I will tell you, and I'm a little disappointed, but, you know, I mean, just putting this on, you know, it kind of almost fell in this way, right? So I would have liked that to maybe not be possible, right? So it seems like these legs don't pull out all the way to the rim. You know, so that's something that I'm not real happy about. But even the other one there can fall in. See that? So we're going to be using this tonight. But nice accessory. I don't know. I might have to bend these legs out a little bit more. you know, for $200 and something, but that's the heat deflector. Here's one more accessory that is pretty cool. You can use your solo stove to cook on. All right, so on the right side is the hub, and on the left side you'll see some cast iron accessories. Again, we'll put links in the description, but pretty cool, huh? You can make hot dogs, you can make eggs, so pretty nice. I like it. To light my fire, I actually started using these diamond Strike-A-Fires. All right, they are sticks with just a little strike on the top. They actually have the strike on the back, but you don't need to use it if you have a lighter. I mean, you can actually just take this, scratch it on the back, throw it into the fire. What I like doing, and again, it's just me for now, is I take two of them. I got one here, and I've got one there. And then I take my lighter torch, and, basically just if I could squeeze this in time, basically just light that thing up. So we'll be starting it in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and just start the light fire. I mean, you can do it. You've got enough room. So that's on. These burn, by the way, for 12 minutes, they say. So let's see. Okay. Keep an eye on it for a little while. I'm doing it a little bit different. Just put the log right next to the fire. Ooh. Okay. It is cold out, by the way. Here in Jersey, I don't know if it's like 27, around there. All right, well, I guess I'll be back in a little while to show you a fire. There it goes. Got some wood burning. Give it some time and then it'll do the smokeless, but you're going to get smoke when you're initially burning wood. One thing I always recommend too is keep a fire extinguisher around and make sure you put your fire pit away from your dwelling. All right? Just be safe. All right, so you can see here we don't have a lot of smoke, and I'm making marshmallows, and that's it, guys. Pretty cool. But we had some wet wood, and that was causing some issues. I'm still learning, but I hope that you appreciated the review. All right, guys. Well, hey, I really hope that the video was helpful in some way. This was really fun for us to actually have a fire pit and hang out as a family. But if you liked our video, definitely give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, take a moment and subscribe. We'd love to have you as a family member. And share our video, by the way, with your friends and your family. And follow us on social media if you want, okay? We'll put our social media up on the top. But seriously, thank you so much. Have a great day. Hey guys, take a moment and give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. As you can see, Brooklyn, she's waving her tail for you. Take a moment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell and you'll get notified of new videos we come out with. Also, follow us and contact us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.